Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Bone Podcast, where we discuss all things crypto market. That includes the majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, meme coins, and of course, NFTs. Today, we're going to discuss base and Polymarket tokens, pump fund streamer tokens going mainstream, and OpenSea's next phase of rewards, as well as what happened on Clemente's couch last night as everything was astrewn as he was cleaning it up very quickly, blankets and pillows everywhere. What was going on over there, Clemente?
Good morning, Ray. I was watching a show last night. Highly recommend it. New show, Prime Video, called Girlfriend. It's about a crazy girlfriend. Very, very good.
Nice. Like to see it. It's been a couple days since you've been on. How you been feeling? Creator capital markets. I saw you crashing out and celebrating on the timeline. Not sure where you stand there.
I still am bullish. Like I'm very interested in creator capital markets as a whole. I think it's really interesting that compared to last year, most people are staying away from trading it as far as trading the actual tokens. And I think that's why right now, Ray, we have so many people just buying pump, right? Because people are like, I'm bullish on this, but I've gotten wrecked so many times trading the like meme coins that I have no interest in buying these. But like, I'm actually very surprised by the amount of money that's still in the that's buying these tokens. And I think like a niche has formed within pump fund of like degenerates that want to make money within it. And but most of like the broader crypto Twitter isn't necessarily trading them; they're just buying pump fund.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I was talking to Kix, and he was like, I loaded up a bunch of money. Like, what are we buying? And then like later days, like, I don't want to be trenching anymore. It's like anybody, it takes like a lot of effort to be like sitting there staring and like catching these runners early. And I think that's where like the advantages is getting these things like super early. That's where the money's to be made. So if you can't do that and you're not good at that, it's like, why not just get pump fun? It just makes too much sense.
The problem is I get too roped into the streamer. Like if the streamer is likable, I buy their coin, which is not good. Like I bought that plumber you sent me yesterday because I'm like, oh, this is like a good guy, and it's like pretty funny.
I'm still holding it. I still have faith in that plumber. It like rugged to almost zero yesterday, and it's still almost zero. But I think the guy.
There is a lot of interesting stuff. I wanted to dive into it. I had some questions for you and Easy about the analytics and if like the unique traders are going up and whether or not this is sustainable in the short term. Because I think my only question is like eventually the money has to run out of these traders buying these, right? And it's going to keep progressing with more unique and novel ideas. It has to keep progressing, but all of these unique and novel ideas are basically from people that want to make as much money as possible, which I do not care about. I do not care about Alex Becker launching a coin. Actually, what's interesting is that he made the 300K and he's now like a walking billboard for it potentially. I want to know how much Pump Fund paid him to do that. But okay, so right now we're looking at daily and active new addresses on Pump Fund, and we're seeing a slight uptick, correct?
Yeah, but still, I wouldn't call this meaningful. We brought this up in the show yesterday when I asked Easy if he had any interest, and he basically said, no, until we see like a significant rise in new wallets. He just has no interest in this meta.
Sharp Matter, I'm going to call you out on this. He's saying, bruh, I hit 1,000x on Becker's stream yesterday. Somehow it was the first transaction, $238 to $240.
Actually, he wasn't the first transaction. I was.
Sharp Matter, if this is actually true, comment your like a P&L.
Transaction hash. Show the transaction hash.
Show us the transaction hash.
Oh, wait. If he's in Lodi, I actually believe him. Tell him I'm in Lodi right now. Share the transaction hash.
Or comment it under the Bodagos Entertainment Twitter stream. Sharp Matter making 240 grand in a day. That's pretty awesome. We had Alex Becker's coin launch. For people that don't know, he made like 300 grand off fees. I actually got blocked by him yesterday, which
okay, so he did it. He sent me the transaction hash. He did it.
No way.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Sharp Matter. What? So I actually think there is a lot of There's a lot of value in sniping. Right?
Holy shit, dude! Look at this.
One sold to retired. That's why you trade meme
Oh my
coins
God.
and not prediction markets easy.
Sharp Matter just absolutely cooked for people.
218K.
We're
He
looking
sent one
at
soul,
looking
0.97
at the
soul, and received back 217,000 United States dollars, and then he sold it.
Oh my God. That's
Wow.
unreal.
Kudos to him. That's fucking sick.
Congratulations.
That is fucking
Sharp
sick.
Matter. That's why you do it. That's why you log in. This is like the casinos when they post like a fan that hit like a 20 leg parlay and they're like, this is why you do it. And everyone's like, dude, don't show me this. You're just 2 clicks away from changing your life.
Sharp Matters, give us in the comments what made you buy this token. Like what did you see from this that led you to buy it? Did he tweet right away? I'm assuming he launched the token before he tweeted. So like, how did you catch this so early? Curious there.
Please let us know.
Yeah. We're gonna be keeping an eye on Rhythm today, looking for new runners. I'm red across the board on my prediction market, or not my prediction, my creator capital meta buys. Rasmer down, Plumber down, Stream Guys down from yesterday. FTP, we bought. I set a limit order on this yesterday during the show and like hit a nice bounce, went up. I didn't sell it. This one's now down. So like we're seeing all of these tokens basically just down across the board.
The problem, Ray, the problem with these coins is after the first day, the first day is when these streamers make the most off of the volatility.
Right.
It's so I don't know what the fix is because the streamers are incentivized to post as much as to stream as much as possible the first day, and then the next, like when there's no volume, there's no reason to stream, right? So, and when your market cap goes up, you make less in fees, so they're incentivized to keep the price down and have as much volatility as possible. So what happens is both the streamer, Ray, and the trader is incentivized to do it, right? Because it's kind of like the chicken or the egg. The streamer's incentivized to not stream as much as possible and not stream the next day. And then because of that, the trader's like, okay, why am I going to hold this for longer than like 3 hours? So that is how I'm like kind of confused about it. But all in all, I mean, if you're just buying the Pump Fund token, you're chilling like a villain. They bought back, I think, $3 million worth of their token yesterday.
I think the TLDR is I need to figure out how I'm going to get into Lodi here. Sharp Matters gives his reasoning on why he bought it, how he got it early. He said he was watching streamers because of the Bun coin over the weekend. He saw Becker was going to stream, and then Lodi found test 1, 2, 3, 4 token, and then Becker confirmed that ZSS Becker was his profile. So I went to his profile and refreshed until I saw a second token, then spam bought 1 soul until it went through. So this is like the on-chain degeneracy and the on-chain like dedication it takes to hit big on these plays, like having some sort of edge, finding something early and then getting into it early enough. And like you have to be terminally online plugged in to find opportunities like this. It isn't just like you can walk out there and like, okay, I'm going to go hit a 240,000x like out of the gates.
No, it is that easy, guys. You can do it. Never stop clicking.
You know what they say? The biggest win that a gambler's ever had always happens right after they quit. Never quit.
Oh, man. So my question is, these tokens, Bagwork and Kind in particular, are down 50% from all-time highs. Is this
who could have possibly seen this coming
to buy, or are we dead? Clemente, Bagwork and Kind Coin are kind of like the two like poster childs of this meta so far in terms of like how they've ran and how they've held up and the narratives behind them. I don't hold either. I'm thinking about buying both here at a 50% drawdown. Maybe put in half of what I put in total, and then maybe if it draws down further, a little more. Like I think Pump Fun is incentivized to keep this going rather than just have it be a flash in the pan.
100%. But the problem is I actually don't know what is. I haven't seen Bagwork come up on my timeline since the Drake leak. Right. So I'm like, okay, what kind of stunt can they pull? I do think at 12 mil, I'm like, this is interesting now. And these feel, honestly speaking, this is Kindness Coin and Bagwork are the only interesting pieces of content that I've seen from this entire stream. Everything else I do not give a shit about, because what Bagwork showed is like actual virality from a pump fund stream, which is the only thing that I've cared about, right? Now, and that's why Rasmer coin isn't pumping, right? Like no one wants to buy Rasmer coin just because he's crypto native and he was early. That literally doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was
What
my
matters
thesis.
is virality.
My thesis was like pump fund pump this, essentially. But this thing's been flat since I bought and like basically previously. Like this thing has just been hanging at 5 million.
What about this one? I didn't know this guy went live yesterday. Catching pedophiles. Easy. You've watched this guy stream, haven't you?
What?
Is
Wait.
What? No, is this the guy?
This
I don't
guy.
know if this is the guy.
Man to man, bro. What are you doing?
No,
So
that's not
Easy-
him. That's
Okay,
not him. That's not him. Me
when
and
I was in
Mungo
Japan with
spent like
Easy- yeah.
me and Mungo would watch Scooter, this guy Scooter Jackson, in which he would catch pedophiles on YouTube, and the guy was the most outlandish human being. Me and Mungo probably watched like a good 7 hours of it with Clemente in that house.
He would have it on all day. You'd have it. Mungo would have it on all night, not sleep. So, okay, why would we not buy this coin? Catching pedophiles.
Because
This
what
guy-
happens when they stop streaming?
3 million followers on TikTok. Posted the CA. It's at 600K, 700K. Am I stupid or is this a buy?
Yes, to both.
Okay, well, let's
Send the CA in the private chat. Oh no, I found it. 740K.
Yeah, I'm like, okay,
It just feels weird to just buy pedos. Like that's the button I have to click here.
he catches pedophiles, right? That's the whole point. This will be an interesting experiment for me. Let's see if we can get a little action on this. Okay. So we're seeing, basically my question is, well, what Pump Fund did really well, and we have the weather report that we still haven't done. What's really interesting is Pump Fund found this niche, both from the streamer side and the trader side. Their niche is just like people that are desperate to make money through crypto, or people that are desperate to make money actually. And on the one side, you have the streamers that are desperate to make money through crazy shit. This is like Black Mirror level stuff. And then on the other side, you have the people that want to gamble on it. And then they're meeting in the middle through Pump Fund. And it's like incredible product market fit. The question is, I'm wondering, like, when do these guys run out of money? Because the traders just keep buying the coins. The Pump Fund paid out however many millions in fees yesterday. I think it was like 3 or 4 million in fees to creators, taking out $3 or $4 million from the trenches money every single day. I'm like, okay, these guys don't have unlimited money and there's no new wallets coming in. So at what point does this stop? That's what's on my mind. I'm like, okay,
I think
I
these are
sold
all fair takes.
Yeah. So
I think my thesis is Pump Fund pumps this. Just shoots liquidity into this until it happens, and there's going to be some runners.
I love that thesis. That thesis is so funny to me. That thesis is Pump Fund's gonna pump it is always the worst thesis to have, but it actually worked for a few coins. That was my thesis for like Takabu, and I'm like, okay, this was trash. Easy, you're out of pump, correct? He's nodding his head. I bought a little bit actually as insurance at like 3.5 bill.
I've been out of spot pump for a while. I'm in this like Ansem trading challenge, and my biggest win was longing pump.
Nice.
But it was like late. Like truthfully, I longed it late at like late 0.5, high like almost 0.6, up until 0.75. So like I didn't time the top, I didn't buy the bottom. I caught the back end of this trade with like my full portfolio, the full balance.
Nice. So
I just kind of like swung hard because I was like, all right, everyone's talking about it. It probably has a little bit more juice. I still think it has more juice.
I think so too.
I think until 10 billion, it's interesting to me.
The question is like, in a euphoric market, easy, I think it would be higher, but the biggest limiting factor is just on-chain participants. You need people to keep showing up to the casino, and I actually feel like they're showing up, which is I'm very surprised by how much these
The
guys
data does not agree with you.
So we can pull up the chart again. Daily unique users or whatever it is not increasing, but what I would want to see is like volume of traders is interesting. Volume per user has gone up. It has to have gone up. And you can't tell me otherwise, or else there wouldn't be as many fees. I would like to see volume. Okay, volume going up.
Yeah,
About
and
the
that's a
same as
nice trend
users.
break. But scroll down, look at that July low. Like volume basically fell off a cliff. August it came back because obviously we had like the bonk run, some of these other launch pads. But this volume, my major concern here is this volume is still right in line with what we had post Trump, right?
Yeah.
You have March, May, April volume right there, which is more or less in line. Sure, we have this euphoric blow off top right now, but I think that's on the back of these coins running so hard. So now you have people chasing. I think this is actually like probably the most accurate thing. I haven't traded in 6 to 8 months, but in the past week, I've been trading like it never left. Yeah, because there's opportunity. So I do agree. Like, if you are still interested in chasing this stuff, there's a lot of opportunity. Clearly, volume's showing. I've seen a few P&Ls from some of like the meme guys that I really like have hit big. They've made 40, 50, 60, 70K in a 24-hour period, which reminds me a lot of that November to January period. But for me, I just don't want to stare at the screen that long right now. Like, a lot of these streams too, the one benefit is if the stream is real, there is no PvP. There's no F&F group caballing a coin and stealing market share from the quote the real one.
Right.
Like, that's the best part, is this is the best status and situation for memes because the person has to be the one who launched it and has to be live. There's no this group launched this coin, this smart trader is blasting at 20K. It is purely this streamer is live. Do I think they'll continue to go viral? Yes or no?
Yeah.
I think I agree with that. We've went for a while. Let's do the weather report, Clemente, and then we'll bounce back and maybe trade some more, maybe talk more markets. But we have a lot of other news that hit over the last 24 hours.
Raymond, I thought you would never ask. Let's freaking do this thing, man. Let's freaking do this thing. We're gonna break it all down, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, it's been we got into Pump Fun early during the show today, but we're still gonna have the weather report. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday, September 16th, halfway through the month, almost fall for anyone living in the Northern Hemisphere. Looking over at the crypto roundup, the majors are up slightly on the day. We got Bitcoin sitting pretty at 115K. I mean, looks incredible. Sol at 235, Ethereum at 4,500, and Hype at 5250. Crazy 24 hours. First off, we had Jesse Pollock from Base announced during Basecamp that Coinbase is exploring a Base network token. They said the token aims to accelerate decentralization and expanding creator and developer growth in the ecosystem. And of course, you have every person that has ever traded on Base immediately tweet, "Oh my God, I'm getting generational wealth."
We are.
I hate to break it to you, you're not.
We are.
Speaking of tokens, Polymarket filed a form with the SEC with language that hints at an upcoming token. Good God. In addition to this filing, they announced the launch of earnings markets with a separate dashboard highlighting upcoming earning calls. Polymarket dominating. One would imagine their token would debut at least like a $10 billion market cap, if not 15. You love to see it.
5x above their current valuation.
I don't know what you just said. Finally, OpenSea announced their final pre-TGE phase. I mean, it's token season. What the hell's going on? We got token. OpenSea announcing the final pre-TGE phase of the rewards program. Traders should check their OpenSea accounts to unlock their base chest. This chest can be leveled up via token swaps and NFT purchases. They're giving over 2 million worth of rewards that include ARB and OP tokens, as well as NFTs. I mean, you got the base token, you got the OpenSea token, you got a Polymarket token, you got pump token pumping, you got all of the majors looking good. Yet Ansem said it was the top. Is this the top? We don't know. We'll find out. Back to you in the studio.
Excellent weather report as always, Clemente. I was just commenting on your Polymarket or $15 billion prediction. They just announced that they raised at a $3 billion valuation earlier this week.
I thought it was 10 billion.
For $3 billion.
Is that true? They raised 3 billion, or
they raised
raised
3 billion at a 10 bill eval.
Okay. Yeah.
They raised. It's a $10 billion valuation.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Come on, Raymond. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize.
Right, you got to be on it. As the chief aficionado of prediction markets and all things predicting, therefore he who hath predict, it was a $10 billion valuation.
Ray, come on, man. You're better than that.
Thank you for that. I just opened up some chests from OpenSea. I was farming these last night, doing my voyages. So new phase here. I just want to get you guys like a little primer here for those who've been following along, and what I found was the best way to earn points and level up these chests. But the goal here is to level up your chest. You can do so buying NFTs or swapping tokens, also completing voyages. And then you're going to be able to claim rewards. A higher level chest equals better rewards each season, including treasures, which will be meaningfully considered by the foundation. That makes me think that, like, hey, token allocation. You can also link multiple wallets, so you can trade across multiple chains, which is a new feature as well. I completed a couple NFT voyages last night. I bought another other deed, basically qualifying me for these two. And I also did some swapping. I'm now up to the level 2 chest. I'm 94% of the way to the level 3 chest. As you can see, there's like a very like a long list of these where you can eventually level up over time. My goal is to get as far as I can without losing money on these trades, essentially, is the goal. So buying tokens, DCing into tokens that I like, that I think are going to appreciate and aren't going to lose money. Buying NFTs that I like as well. I think today I'm just going to demonstrate like the XP per dollar here. So I'm going to buy a little bit of Rect token live on air. Rect has been down. We've been talking about this. Is it a time to buy? Are these utility coins going to come back? Are these meme coins going to come back? We talked about, hey, Rect is going to 1 billion. We had a big pullback from like 400, 500 mil all the way down to about 300. So I'm going to DCA a little bit more into Rect. I'm going to throw a quarter ETH in the Rect, about $1,000. We're at 94% XP on 1 star for my chest. We'll see how much XP this earns me for this token swap. And you can kind of do some math and figure out where we are in terms of like earnings per dollar here. All right, swapped 1 billion Rect. So now I basically almost completed this chest. So I got the remaining 3% plus 100% of the 2nd star plus most of the 3rd star. So we are on our way to leveling up to the next chest with that Rect buy, 7% into that. So take a look over at OpenSea. Things have changed a little bit. Now you're going to get direct rewards for your volume. It's going to be very obvious. So make sure you complete the voyages. And if you're looking to farm additional rewards, level up those chests, swaps and NFT buys will get you there. Clemente, are there any NFTs right now that you are interested in that you've been looking at?
I have not been looking at, excuse me, too many NFTs. I don't know. I would be Moonbirds. Actually, sorry, Moonbirds was the one I was interested in. I was like, okay, they made 1.3 million in revenue and their price went down. If there's anyone that I would buy, it would be Moonbirds here at 2.5 ETH. The only problem is like ETH is at $4,500. So I was like, okay, yeah, I can put down like $5 grand towards a Moonbird maybe. And I'm like, wait, hold on, this is like 12 grand.
You could get mythics.
Okay, interesting. How much is a mythic? 0.3.
Damn, bad buns are like getting high too. 0.37 for bad buns. I was thinking about buying another one today, but I think I'm gonna hold off. Maybe we get a dip. Maybe we don't. Yeah, 0.33 for Moonbird's mythics. This one's fairly interesting. I had that same thought. Like floor went down after Spencer proved he can just raise that much money out of thin air. I know this drop specifically didn't have any utility benefits for Moonbirds, but it does show that they can be a revenue generating business on the IP front for Moonbirds with Spencer at the helm. Like it may be like driven completely by speculation, but that's kind of Spencer's MO is like fueling speculation, token, all this behind the scenes stuff, BD, making like multiplying brand value essentially. So he's showing he can continue to do that. Yet we saw a drop of floor for these. So I may buy back some. One that caught my eye was Mutants. I tweeted about this yesterday. Mutants are now at a ETH all-time low for ETH, like all-time low. They were never at this level of ETH ever in the history of their collection. If you remember they minted, I think 2.5 ETH. They went immediately to like 3 ETH. This is like they kind of came out like as I was getting into crypto, so I didn't really wasn't really here for that mint. But now we are at like floor prices of an all-time low, 1.3 ETH. Do apes come back? Do have apes bottom? Do you have any interest in apes, Clemente, or the ape ecosystem?
Not right now.
No.
Look, I think we needed like a massive blow off top. I want NFT season so bad. Like when I tell you I want NFT season, I am cheerleader number one for NFTs. It's just hard to imagine a world where anyone is interested in NFT, like where NFTs come back at a really big level. It's going to require retail to come back, which has not happened at all this cycle. So, yeah, easy.
Has an unbiased take here. Mutants are the play indeed. Wearing a mutant PFP.
I have Yuga exposure through the other deeds. I have 2 that I bought that I think I'm like break even on. That could be interesting.
Maybe it's just my mindset, but like I feel like maybe it's just like I'm just like reverting to like last NFT season, but like I felt like there were multiple opportunities where mutants were just underpriced overall, and then they would send with the ecosystem. If we get an NFT season, you have to imagine that some of that value is going to accrue to the Bored Ape ecosystem, right?
You'd assume, but I think you'd be surprised. Oh, look, I think Bored Apes. I said it before. Bored Apes are the #1 NFT collection that are recognized by the public, right? Pudgy Penguins have built a bigger brand, of course, as far as like general IP reach over Bored Apes. Even that's potentially arguable, but Bored Apes are really the few NFTs the only pretty much NFTs that you see anywhere. And like you show it to the average person, they're like, oh, that's an NFT. So that's the unique piece, but I don't think we're anywhere close to seeing a pump back on these anytime soon.
I'm seriously considering buying a mutant here. Like very close. Like you never time the bottom, but it feels like we're getting close to a bottom. I'm very close to doing it.
Dude, Ray, I think you're out to lunch. I'm going to be honest. I think you're out to lunch.
You're smoking the best kind of crack, brother.
Dude, Ray loves NFTs. Ray, I think, might love NFTs more than me. I'm going to be honest.
I think he loves them more than Spencer. Spencer loves NFTs. Dude owns Moonbirds.
We got Ape Fest coming next month with announcements. That could pump some things. The thing is, like they've already exhausted.
We were about to make on mutants, where we would have owed the other person a mutant.
I actually don't remember. It was either I need to remember what it was. Were you bearish mutants or was I?
I was. They go under an ETH. And I think you were. They go back to 5, maybe.
So ridiculous.
I think you were back to 5, and I was under 1. Did we ever get under 1?
This is the lowest we've ever been. 1.3.
It was a pretty bad bet for me because the loser had to buy the winner and a mutant. So it was like a 5 ETH versus sub 1 ETH deal.
Yeah, it's not great. Not a great bet. That's like Clemente's bet on the 10K challenge. Speaking of the 10K challenge, Clemente, I saw you liquidated your entire meme coin portfolio and retired from memes.
Not all of it. I liquidated most of it. I sold all my troll. I actually made like a 6x on troll, which is great. Takabu sold that. God the dog, I sold about half of my abstract bag. Round trip that pretty bad. had like 25K at some point of abstract memes. Now I'm down, like basically round trip that whole thing. I still think like abstract is interesting. I still think a lot of these things are interesting, but I'm like, dude, I still operate. I realize that I still operate from the mindset of like someone that has a like 20K portfolio when it's not that anymore. Like it just doesn't make sense to throw so much money into these things, and if it goes down, you just lose. Like the R&R, I think it's gotten harder to trade these things. At least I feel that way. So I'm
I
like,
made
dude,
money, dude. I don't know about you.
insane how like you look at this. I lost 50% of my portfolio in 30 days. There's no world where that's an okay thing to do. Like, what are we talking about? And I think the perception of value that you can get from meme coins, even like these higher caps, has gone down so much. It's so hard to make money trading these. Like the higher caps too, because you are the ones that you're so bullish on, you end up round tripping. I round tripped my God bag because I was so bullish on it. The ones that I'm not bullish enough, I'm actually, so with Troll was actually the perfect trade for me because I was bullish, but I was skeptical enough to understand that I knew I was going to sell, and I was really disciplined about taking profits, and I didn't exit like no one times it perfectly, but at least I made some money. So to answer, I still hold Docker because I think Zora is going to turn around at some point. I still hold half my God bag. I don't hold Troll, I don't hold Tokabu, and I still hold my full Uranus bag. So that's the consensus. But it's like, man, I learned a lot through this, Ray, about meme coins, that it's so freaking difficult to trade these, man. And it like I don't remember it being this hard with the higher caps.
Yeah, I think I agree. You're bullish on your anus. Was the takeaway there?
Yeah, Jupiter Studio. I mean, I don't even want like Jupiter Studio and Meow have been basically saying big things are coming and like we're back. Meow is not in an ayahuasca trip. Meow is alive and we have some stuff cooking. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to buy more, but I have like $4,000 in Uranus, which even as
What?
I say it, I'm like, that's right. I'm like, dude, Uranus. I'm like, this is freaking good. And I feel so stupid because when I say I have $4,000 Uranus, I'm like, that's funny, but price keeps going down. So I'm like, okay, is it really that funny? So we'll see.
Oh man, the higher Uranus is, the better it sounds like. You mentioned
Man said that's funny. Put him down. So is it really that funny?
Like when the
mentioned-
price goes up, it's freaking funny, dude. It's like fucking Dave Chappelle, but price goes down, it's like Amy Schumer. Not funny at all.
you mentioned Zora, you mentioned Docker XPT, and you're bullish on Zora. I mean, I think we pretty much called the bottom of this, local bottom of this on the show last week. We had the announcement of a base token potentially coming out. Zora is one of the like poster childs for Base at this point. Base is heavily invested in Zora. I don't know how much of Zora they own or have invested in, like what their equity is there, but they really want to see Zora's success, and it seems like that is the app on Base that they are pushing. Why wouldn't this token go to new all-time highs if Base is launching a token, and there could be heavy consideration for Zora holders?
I just don't know what crypto is so used to. You get rewarded. Token launch, you get an airdrop. We've been like conditioned into believing that. And I actually do think if there's going to be an ecosystem that benefits from a base token being dropped, 100% it would be Zora. But I was just so confused from people being like, yo, I traded virtuals from November to December last year. Look at all the volume I did. I'm going to absolutely print on this base token. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Makes no sense. Zora, I actually think is an interesting ecosystem in the way where it's like, it's a lot more of like a social media vibe. You go on it and it feels like Instagram. So it's a lot more of I actually think both have a role in the creator ecosystem. Like if the creator meta takes off by like 100x, Zora is going to benefit as well as pump. And Coinbase has a vested interest in Zora succeeding. So Ray, I'd agree with you in the way of like, if there is a base token, ZORA would be the one to succeed. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, yeah, this still makes sense to me as far as like the ZORA piece, but I would never launch a coin on ZORA. Really, it's still not that interesting to me versus Pump. But when you compare the two, what's ZORA's market cap right now?
ZORA is at a 777 FDV, 250 circulating.
So it's quite literally a tenth of the FDV of Pump Fund.
Yes.
Very interesting. I don't think, yeah. So it just from that, it's like, okay, maybe that's a buy, but I'm sure their revenue is nowhere near what Pump Funds is because people aren't making money on there, right? Like, when was the last time someone made money? People need to be making like crazy amounts of money in order for there to be an onboarding right now. We saw that with like football.fun, where we had this like 3-day thing where everyone was making money. Everyone was up 20x unrealized. And the reason why Pump Fund is having all this traction is because creators are making so much money on there. You can make 10 grand, 20 grand. You're like Alex Becker made 300 grand in fees. That was a great demonstration of it. We don't see that with ZORA at all. It's like, oh my God, I made $100 for tokenizing my work. And it was all snipers that bought your thing. So that's the downside of it. But at the same time, it's like, okay, will they figure it out at some point? And I think they've shown that they can potentially figure it out. So for people just watching, we're seeing Ray literally buy 1 ETH worth, which is like almost 5 grand worth of ZORA right now. What is your mindset here, Ray?
I think we go higher. I think that this goes up. It may not be something that I'm going to hold long term, but we talked about flipping things on OpenSea, doing volume, and getting slight gains. I think this chart has room to go up.
I think too often, I think I like the trade, Ray. Actually, I think this could go, you could look at a 2x in a week or whatever. Half Basic is saying that revenue and attention from ZORA isn't 1/10 of Pump Funds. I would actually counter that. It depends on the type, like speculative attention. Attention on crypto Twitter does not capture the entirety of the market. Like, it's just not accurate. So I think it goes in ebbs and flows as far as attention goes. And I think, yeah, Ray, I think ZORA could be an interesting move back to all-time highs here.
Yeah, I mean, even a 20% gain, I'm happy with here. Like I
said, yo guys, even a 5% gain, I'm out of this.
Yeah, honestly, if I see a green candle, I'm selling.
Ray's just trying to flex. Ray was trying to flex on us with that 1 ETH buy. He's like, yeah,
He's like, yeah, it's a casual ETH, not a big deal. If this
I didn't even bring it up. You were the one who brought it up in that scenario. You were the one who brought up the 1 ETH buy and highlighted it. I was just showing that I was doing it.
It's gonna pump like 2%. Ray's gonna be like, profit is profit. Completed my OpenSea daily voyage.
I'm dying. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, yes, I understand that people aren't making money on it, but the way people make money on it is having new people join. If there is direct correlation and benefit for a base token for trading on ZORA, you'll have more people join ZORA and you'll have people make money. So like that is a catalyst to have people make money. Like, people don't just make money out of nowhere. There has to be a catalyst. There has to be a big runner, a new narrative, a reason, a utility. So I think that the base token could kick that off for ZORA. We were bullish ZORA not even a month ago, and we were saying like, oh, this is super interesting, blah, blah, blah. Now we're back to those price levels where we wish we could have bought. So I'm going to buy here and then ride it up, hopefully up.
Weren't a bunch of like models getting involved with ZORA? I thought I saw a guy tweeting about that.
Maybe. I mean, right now we're nowhere near where we were in terms of attention and market cap for these creators. We have
Risk is saying outside of the bull case of the people will get rich on it, or there will be a catalyst for it, ZORA is useless. I mean, look, it's the same as any other. It's the same as any other social media platform, right? Like, you need kickstarted activity. I look at it as a social media platform, honestly, with an additional kind of social. Whoa. Okay, there's some interesting posts on here with some interesting, gamification and financialization behind it, really. So,
Yeah, I think I agree. I think it's something that's cool, and there's not anything else in crypto that's like it, and it's pushed by one of the biggest players in this space that could have a token airdrop directly tied to it. So that's the entire thesis for me. I think short term, we see more people looking at this, maybe go up. So that's that. We talked about creator capital markets. We did see Rolling Stone mention, Rolling Stone magazine mention, was it Bagwork leaking Drake songs or something? You know what's going on?
That
with
is a
news?
correct statement, Raymond.
Yeah, so like we're seeing it in Rolling Stone, which is interesting. So to
dude,
highlight that.
I think I want to see more of these Bagwork guys. I really do. I think these guys could be something special. I really the 72-hour, 48-hour period they went on, I was like, dude, these guys were just not straight up viral on crypto. They were viral. They were viral. Like probably top 10 moments over the weekend in the world was these guys leaking the Drake song, which is unreal. So I want to see more of these guys. They got slapped by Bradley Martin. They certainly understand virality. What I don't understand is, and the unknowns here, like what do they do from here? I bought some at 30 mil, but then I'm like, okay, this entire ecosystem is going to pull back. So I sold. And now we get this gift of them being at 12 mil. Okay, here we go. Can you play this video, Ray?
Yeah.
What are they doing here? We're watching Bagwork.
Yo, I was just on call with Alwan. He's trying to help us out and handle the situation. He said to let y'all know. Yeah, bro, he's helping us handle it. He's helping us handle all this shit.
What was that? Okay. Well, that does not make me very excited for it.
What's the
Bagwork.
situation?
Legal
What's the
trouble.
situation?
Oh, they're getting legal. Been in some
Boy,
legal
we just got
trouble.
a fucking crib in the Hollywood Hills.
Yes, sir.
We kind of been a little
Yes, sir.
MIA recently. We've been getting in some legal trouble.
Had
but
to
we're-
take care of business, bro.
yeah, we had to take care of
Turn
business
off, but
stream,
we're
bro.
not-
We got something fucking huge playing at Sunrise, and we're gonna stream the whole time since then.
All nighter until sunrise.
All
bro.
nighter
Got
until
big shit
sunrise.
coming.
We got a crib, so you guys are gonna check that out. Like I said, we're not turning stream off till the big event on Sunrise.
We're
Get
waiting.
the fuck ready, boys.
Yes, sir.
I don't think we saw
All right.
anything at Sunrise, right? Well, I guess Sunrise is like now, right?
What?
Go to the
I'm
stream.
assuming they're West Coast, right?
Yeah, the West Coast, Hollywood Hills. It's 6:48 a.m.
Jarvis,
So, like,
pull up the Bagwork stream. Them
what's
getting a
going on?
lawsuit's hilarious. These guys gonna end up. The bear case is these guys end up in jail.
Yeah, that's not even a bear case.
that a
It's
bear
like
case?
a pending reality.
Is that a bear case?
The bull
Yes,
case
right.
is that they get a pair of meta glasses and stream the jail cell.
I think their virality is important. I don't know if them streaming is important. Like if people are talking about the Bagwork token nationally, that these guys got sent in jail for streaming on Pump Fun, and on national news, it tells you how much money these guys made for streaming on Pump Fun.
Well,
That's
that's the sell the news is you sell them getting sent
Dude,
to
there's
jail.
a fucking Rolling Stones article. Like, brother.
I'll pull this
You
back up.
can't tell me this token is not a. If you're going to buy a creator token, this is it. You buy the major one. Like if you're not trenching and you want exposure to it, why would you not buy Bagwork?
I just bought it. I bought Bagwork and I bought Kind this
Did
morning.
you buy 1 ETH of it? 22% move up to 14 mil, you're out.
Yo, money bags. You buying this?
Yo, cash cow. You win?
So okay, easy. You're not interested in buying this?
No, I'm not interested in any of this shit, dude.
Dude, you're such a boomer.
He's
now.
a prediction market boomer. It's unreal. We completely
Really?
lost these.
He's gonna
I
make-
don't know how this happened, but he just like got. He must have like just aged just enough, where he's like now he's like bird watching. He's like, what color's the robin gonna be on my back porch later today? I don't know. Maybe I'll find a prediction market on it.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at mowers. Like, just a nice lawnmower would be cool.
Literally
Composting.
Shoes.
making
Like, I make a
$300.
prediction market that ends September 30th, and I log off for 14 days to see where I'm at. My life's boring, man. My life's boring. Like, I think it's ever since I lost the office, I just can't fully lock in. That's the issue. There's no office, so I can't lock in and do what I normally do. I'm just in this fucking kitchen.
When's the office getting fixed?
They just replaced the drywall yesterday.
So what's
So
the
the wall
ETA?
is now back. They're going to come in Wednesday and paint it. And they'll probably have the floors done just in time for me to leave for Asia. So I'll be 6 weeks without an office, contemplating the death of my existence moment by
Yeah,
moment.
that's terrible.
It's, dude, you have no idea how shitty it is. There's no locking in. I'm sitting here just like crashing out every day. Every day. All of a sudden, someone microwaves some shit, and I'm like, turn that shit the fuck off. Whereas, like in my office, you're just locked in, you got headphones on,
Yeah.
just in the zone. There's no zone here. There's no locking in here. I have the fucking dogs fighting each other for fucking 12 hours a day. Like, you want me to go look at CCM markets here and debate which streamer is going to gain virality while I have to fucking worry about the door getting knocked on and have two fucking little shits barking like crazy? No, I don't want to do that shit. Like, that's why I'm a boomer. I can place a prediction. I can gamble on Eric Adams if he's going to drop out. And I know his old ass can't make a decision for himself. I found a line yesterday that was about Joe Biden. And in the rules, it straight up said he has to be awake for it to count. I was like, what? What do you mean by this? This is my life now. Maybe when I come back from Asia, we'll lock back in.
Yeah, Asia's what you need. Your office will be fixed, ready to go by then, and we'll get locked in meme coin easy back just in time for a Q4, and which is going to be the top of meme coin super cycle, I believe, is where we're gonna see things going. There's a lot of other news. We've got 10 minutes left. I want to quickly highlight one mint, and then I want to run through just a number of stories from the day and just see what catches your ear or eye. The mint I want to cover is our friend and loyal listener, Brian Brinkman. He is launching a Funding.Works mint right now. This is the same platform that launched the Adam Rhinotics TokenWorks token.
Interesting. This is very interesting to me, Ray.
All right. So
very interesting.
You might want to mint.
Very
7
interesting.
of 100 have been minted. Right now is the allowed list phase. This goes live to public at 1 p.m. Eastern time.
I like this. I liked his Nimbus clouds. He had a game too. I did very well on those. I like low supply art stuff. Is this the next style of art blocks?
So what's going to happen with this? It's 0.35 ETH. You get the soulbound NFT. Holders of the soulbound NFT will get benefits over a 12-month period. They'll get the token, which is a 1 of 100 itself. They're going to be in a token gated
This is
chat.
very interesting.
4 airdrops over the course of the year, 1 each quarter, and then one of X finale airdrop. And the way that Funding.Works works is you can buy it and then you can refund it at any time for a pro rata refund of the purchase price. So you pay 0.35 ETH. Like tomorrow, you could probably refund it for like 0.34 ETH if you weren't happy with it. So it basically incentivizes the creator to provide value, and it incentivizes the collector to hold and not speculate on the past, since there is no secondary trading. It's soulbound. So essentially you are supporting the artist directly or the creator directly. This is what TokenWorks was. We talked about punk strategy and what happened from there. Just wanted to highlight our friend, Brian. Hopefully there's some left for you guys in public. Easy, you have allow list for this because you have a TokenWorks.
What?
Yeah, so I'll send you this link too. So you will have access.
That's sick. What? Dude, Clemente, I'm so excited to punch you in the face when I see you.
What are you talking?
I was just thinking about that. Like, dude, you got such a punchable face.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't even.
Dude, I
believe
haven't seen
you
you in
say
a while. It's gonna be fun.
It has been a while. I'm excited. We're good.
Do you
People
miss
that
me?
don't know, I do miss you, dude. People that don't know, we're going to Korea in a week, less than a week.
The boys are staying in the same house for the first time in a long time for 2 full weeks.
The doghouse, I'm calling it.
What'd you say?
You're calling it the doghouse.
Yeah, the doghouse. What were you gonna say?
Every time we stay together, we have a viral moment.
Something magic happens. I don't
Yeah.
know how, but magic happens.
First one was Choose Rich happened. The other one was we had the Libra scandal.
Yacht.
The yacht.
The yacht.
When we're all together, dude, shit just happens. I don't know what it is, but the mojos are there. We're gonna be in Singapore. We're gonna be at KBW in Singapore in an undisclosed location for a handful of days in between.
Yep.
I will be golfing in all 3 locations. I've already told Pio this. It's locked in. It's my priority. Never played an Asian golf course. I wonder if they played the opposite way.
I will be at home, not coming on the trip as usual, and running the podcast here by myself in beautiful Delaware.
I will be selling my house.
I will be selling my house. But I have some fun stuff planned for the weeks while they're away. We've got some good guests locked in already for the following weeks. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 new faces or not normal faces coming onto the show in the next couple weeks to join.
Who's the biggest one? Did you get SBF?
We're still waiting on confirming SBF. It just mattered locking
Did you
down
get
with
Suzu?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
And Kyle Davis?
apparently Korea is really not happy at this United States right now, so that's not ideal.
Why?
Apparently there's some ice stuff.
Mm.
Classic, you know.
It's a problem. That's definitely a problem.
Before we wrap for the day, I'm going to run through all of the major news items. Circle this morning announced the USDC and CCTP V2 going live on Hyper EVM, basically making USDC native on Hyperliquid's EVM chain. We had Bitcoin and other crypto treasuries hum along as funds and public companies now hold 12% of the total supply of Bitcoin. Among big treasury announcements, we saw Drac Maller's Strive announcing a $450 million at the market offering to buy more Bitcoin. We saw BMNR update their holdings. Now they have $9.7 billion worth of Ethereum. Standard Chartered, big player in the space, $250 million earmarked for a digital asset fund. Helios Medical is raising $500 million for a Solana treasury, seeing more of these pop up. Next Technology Holdings filed for a $500 million shelf offering to buy Bitcoin. Outside of treasuries, it was still a busy day for news. MetaMask launched their MUSD stablecoin yesterday. The SEC and Gemini settled their lawsuit over Gemini Earn. Bitwise filed for an AVAX ETF. MoonPay acquired a crypto payment startup called Meso. PayPal expanded their crypto payments offering with their new Links feature. Link Home launched a crypto real estate buy and sell platform. American Express launched a passport stamp digital collectible program on Base. Ethereum Foundation formed an AI team to make ETH the preferred settlement and coordination layer for AI and the machine economy. And last but not least, Seed Phrase acquired the Wolf Game NFT project. If you want to get all of the news in your inbox every morning, go to dailybones.com and subscribe. Monday through Friday, you get the daily updates. And on Saturday, you get a breakdown of all of the most important stories from the week, so you do not miss a thing in the crypto world. Anything that interests you guys there? Is there anything else you want to talk about on this Tuesday ahead of FOMC Wednesday?
No, I think we covered it, right? It was pretty eventful time. Last 24 hours, interesting stuff. I just bought $1,500 worth of Bagwork.
Oh, big buyer.
I like that buy. I'm also going to be honest. There's one more coin I like from the CCM meta that we didn't talk about called Trader.
Oh, I'm in that.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. Like,
I'm down
I don't know.
84%.
I think it's kind of just fun. It's a live stream of a guy who's trading a literal pile of shit up to a house. And then on his first stream, it ran wicked hard because he traded the pile of shit up to a physical grill, like an actual like grill. So I think this one's fun because it has a story that you can follow along, and it's the perfect kind of story where you can create viral clips for each trade. So this one largely depends on like how often this guy is going to go live and like work through this. But I really like the idea of this one. I think it's got like that it factor to it. Just some dude trading a literal pile of shit into a house, and if he pulls it off, it's an unreal story. Yeah, so he like tweets all it out too, like what he's got. It's like absolute garbage right now what he's trading up to. But it's fun. Like I think this is a fun concept because it's something that anybody can relate to. Like it's not crypto native, it's IRL content. This is one that I saw and was like, I like this one. So as you can tell, I am still tapped into some of it, but I just don't have a major interest in doing a lot of it. Yeah, chainsaw, used grill, and $500 of metal.
So where are the clips from this?
I haven't seen many is the issue. So like if I were to advise this guy, I would say the first thing you need to do is get a clipper.
Yeah, he has no.
The first thing you need to do is get a clipper.
He has a chainsaw right now, I think.
You know this shit. Let's go.
It's like a long clip and it's sideways.
Yeah, he has a chainsaw, a grill, and $500
worth of metal.
Yeah, $500 worth of metal. So he's got to go to a scrapyard.
So like this is the thing.
Like the idea. I think that's one of the more creative paths we've seen.
It's like a
Yeah,
snowball
the
effect.
paper, if you're familiar with this, a girl traded a paperclip to a house and documented the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like the thing where like once you start like getting more attention and like you have a decent pool of capital, you can like get good deals because of like people wanting to support
They want to be
you.
involved in the story.
Yeah.
That's
So like
the thing.
it's like a snowball thing. This is either going to zero or if it catches some legs, it has some upside.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that. I think it's so. I don't know what exactly. I just think the entire mentality of it's pretty interesting. So I'm like, yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, I've got a nice little
That's
bag.
going to do it for today's episode. We'll be back again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern time on the Daily Boner podcast, brought to you by Ray, the Qualm with Glasses, Big Sea Dog Energy, and myself, day in and day out. I hope that you all have a beautiful, fantastic, exemplary day. And